afternoon, Hiroshi. Thank you for joining us today for the interview regarding accelerator programs and how they are helping startups globally. We'll start with your journey first. So, if you can walk us through what your career trajectory has been so far and what made you stick to accelerator program management for what I believe now is roughly 13 years.
Okay, maybe my career is too long to explain all of them, so
Can explain perhaps the journey at Orange.
first. So basically, I have been working with startups or for new business development in the previous jobs for 8 years, from 2002 to 2010. And when I was working there, I got a contact through LinkedIn from the Orange recruiter, and they were thinking to start investment in Japan, and they are looking for someone to be in charge of this investment activity. Then I decided to join. Maybe it's interesting. So that was 2010, and their kind of criteria for investment is a bit, far from most of the startups in Japan or Asia. We also look into other Korean startups or Singaporean startups, and we send a lot of investment opportunities to our headquarters, and most of them they don't want to invest. And in other case, particularly in Japan, most of the startups don't speak English. They don't have any documents in English. So basically they can raise money only from Japanese investors. So then after 2-3 years, we worked for the investment activities, but we finally realized that it's a very tough job for us to invest in startups in Asia from the headquarters in Paris. And at the same time, 2013, our colleagues in San Francisco, Orange Silicon Valley office, they started Orange Fab Accelerator Program. Actually, they did invest a little bit money, like a seed accelerator program. And okay, maybe I can do that same in Japan. But we don't have a fund. They have a different entity. US office have kind of a fund. But in Japan, we are a much smaller team and we don't have money to invest. So I decided to start Accelerator Program without investment. And that's much easier to convince our colleagues in Japan and France as well. Then we finally decided to start the Accelerator Program in 2013. Yeah, that's a simple explanation of my career. I'm based in Japan, and in Asia we have the program in Japan, Korea, and Taiwan. So not Southeast Asia, precisely.
Okay.
Yeah, our focus is more how to say Northeast Asia, the 3 countries.
What do you like or love about the role of an accelerator program in a startup life, if I may put it that way?
Okay, basically I like startups, that's the first thing, I like watching them growing very rapidly or tackling challenges and moving very fast to find the new customers or, so basically their speed or, agility or those, characteristics about startups, that's what I really like. And I'm really happy that I could be their help, to even accelerate their growth or even overcome any challenges. And so basically I like, those people, startups and entrepreneurs. Yeah, basically that's all.
Yeah. So, what role do you think accelerator programs will play in the next few months to come with global economy slowing down, etc.?
Not only for startups, but for Accelerator itself. We I have been trying to support startups in the last 2 months, for this season, including you guys. And what I can offer for startups is basically the introduction to relevant, investors or potential customers or partners. That's one thing. Another thing is to provide opportunity to expose your company, your service to many other people, meaning organizing events. So for introduction part, maybe it could be okay to buy online. But still, even if we had the first meeting and second meeting is very, positively, but after that, our counterpart in particularly large companies, who is in charge of open innovation, they have to talk to their business units or, people actually working in business process. And in many companies, industries, those processes are almost stopped in everywhere in the world right now. So it's really difficult for those people who are really trying to solve the current problems. They don't have time to think about the new things, innovation, Even if you say you can save 50% of costs by introducing this system, like a call center system, you can cut, people, operators in half. But they don't have to even think about these new things, They have to take a call to, talk to their customers. That's what they say or what's in their mind. So it's really difficult to move things forward in this timing. And another part, exposure opportunity like events, conferences, pitch competition. That's even more difficult, You can do it online. Actually, I attended many online events in the last 2 months, but it's okay, but it's not the same as a, physical event. You can more deeply discuss with people or startups it's really difficult. But at the same time, for some part of startups, it's a great opportunity, like a remote work, like a Zoom or, VR, AR solutions. They are having more business, more opportunities right now. So for them, maybe for example, in this season, we have 6 startups, including you. One startup from VR, they provide VR technology, Japanese startups. I asked him, but he's much busier than before to handle with the customers in front of him. So he doesn't have so much things to ask me. I don't need your help right now. I have a lot of customers in front of me. So in that case, maybe I don't need to do anything, but I just let him do what he's doing. For others, as I said, it's more difficult. So to be honest, I don't know how I can help, other startups in next 2 months or 3 months. But I think that probably after 2-3 months, maybe after summer, we can have some, events or physical meetings. So in that timing, maybe I will restart my support to my startups.
So, like you said, the AI and SaaS startups per se are definitely benefiting at the moment. So, considering, coming to Agara's participation in Orange Fab Asia, I'd like to know what was the selection process all like, and what do you think set Agara apart in terms of, because you are an accelerator program specifically for AI and data companies. So what was the value proposition you saw that set Agara apart, and what do you foresee again for our future? Maybe you can just start and we'll take it from there.
Yes, we have accepted many AI startups in the past programs. And sometimes the difficult thing for AI startups is to find single use case which are big enough, because many AI startups have most of them have quite similar technology, right? Speech recognition or image recognition and those things. And there are many different use cases everywhere in the world for AI technology. So in order to survive, most of the startups, AI startups, have different customer segments with the different use cases. For example, security camera, image recognition for this industry, but they also provide text recognition for this industry. So many of AI startups, it's surviving by providing different service in different segments. And what I like about Agara is that you are really focusing on call center solutions, and that's one thing I like. And also my probably the biggest responsibility for this job is to find the partnership between startups and Orange. I have to contribute to some extent to Orange in order for me to survive in Orange. So, I have introduced one, AI call center solution before to my colleagues in France, and he was really helpful for the startups. So for that startup, only one startup, and so I thought maybe if he liked Agara, probably he will help us to use your service internally in Orange, or for Orange to sell your service. And Dan already talked with him. It's David, and I shared your documents with him first, and he said that he's interested in Agara. So that's why, okay, maybe that's enough, for me to select you. If he likes it, maybe he can help you to, penetrate into European market through Orange network. That's one thing. And another thing is, another criteria for me is that how much I can help startup, Even if I think this startup is great, even in that case, if I cannot support too a lot, for example, if you build, B2C, like a TikTok, you're a TikTok provider, and he wants to join in our program, but I don't have much resource to help TikTok, So in that case, probably I will not select that startup. So I thought maybe Agara is targeting, telecom industry first. Of course, not only Orange, but I have a contact with many Asian telecom companies as well. So probably I can, connect you to those telecom companies. And for other your customer segments, like retail brands, and I have some contacts with global brands. So, and that's a second reason that I decided to select you.
Okay, and any comments on, say, Agara's value proposition or the technology that we're using and the dedicated AI teams, or do you see that in almost every other AI startup? Like, do you see a technological edge per se that Agara might have right now?
I'm not an AI expert, so I can't say how really different from the AI startups each other. As I said, at first I have seen similar solutions before, of course, but I thought I watched your demo on your websites and Don's demo as well, and I thought that your solution is really, very sophisticated to the specific users like a telecom or airlines, or So I thought your solution would be, I don't know the detailed technology, but in terms of user interface, or how easy user can use. In that sense, probably your solution is better than others. That's what I thought first. But as you know, I have introduced to many people, and many of them said, yeah, I have seen the similar products, or we have tested already similar one. So it's also not so easy to convince them, how your technology is better than others. That's one of my challenge right now. Yeah.
Okay, I think I have everything I needed. Thank you so much, and thank you for so patiently answering all our questions. Really appreciate it. We look forward to more collaboration in the future with Orange.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I hope someday we can have a physical demo day in Tokyo, inviting you. Yeah.